A very good evening, one and all. The Department of Urban Affairs, Government of Meghalaya cordially invites you to a musical evening at 9Lad Shillong. At the very onset of this program, we would first and foremost like to welcome our chief guest, Shri Conrad K. Sangma, the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya. Also, our guest of honor, Paul Lyngdoh, the Honorable Tourism Minister, Government of Meghalaya. We would also like to welcome our Commissioner Secretary, Dr. Vijay D. Kumar, IAS, Urban Affairs Department, and of course Government of Meghalaya, and also a big warm welcome to our Deputy Commissioner, Madam Rosetta. Madam DC, thank you for being there with us as well. We'd also like to welcome members of the department who are involved with this inaugural program. So, to start off immediately, we will start off with the felicitation of our chief guest and our dignitary, so ushers. We'd also like to welcome our additional CS. Thank you, sir, for being there with us as well. Can we start off with the felicitation of the dignitaries, please? Start off with the chief guest. A round of applause, please. Then our guest of honor, Paul. Of course, our Commissioner Secretary, Dr. Vijay D. Kumar. Also the Additional Chief Secretary, Shakil Ahmed. And of course, Madam DC. Mic. Check, yeah. Check. Okay. The rain also seemed to have stopped just in time for our inaugural program. So we will start off immediately, and it would be a great honor to welcome on stage the Commissioner and Secretary, Urban Affairs Department, Government of Meghalaya, Dr. Vijay D. Kumar, to please give the welcome address.
Rightly said, the rain has just stopped. It's a blessed day. I think the rain gods are also kind of very kind to us, and this shower is a great omen. We all know, I think today is a wonderful day. Today is a day I think many of us have dreamt about, have thought about. When we go to any tourist city, anywhere in the world, even in our own country, so we all have these pedestrian streets. Meghalaya is, we know, the rock capital of India. Shillong is the rock capital of India. There are musical streets. We wanted to have a pedestrian street for a very long time. We wanted to have a street where we can call it a street of music. I think today is that day where we are inaugurating that pedestrian street of Shillong, in the heart of Shillong at 9Lad, and we are even calling it this musical street. So this is a very, very special day. I'd like to just welcome everyone for this wonderful program, but more importantly, I'd actually like to thank a lot of people for making this possible. So first I'd like to start with our Honorable Chief Minister. It is always his vision, and for a very long time there was this dream that this street has to be made into a fully pedestrian street, so that we are able to, tourists, locals, everybody is able to enjoy it, everybody is able to experience an evening life, because we all know a lot of tourists come to Shillong. So it is thanks to our Honorable Chief Minister's vision that we have been able to get the relocation of the street vendors from here. It has been a long plan. It has been a plan of almost 3 years. We have worked on it and we have made it happen. So I'd like to thank Sir. I'd like to thank him for his leadership, for his guidance, for supporting every one of us. I'd also like to place on record my gratitude and thanks to Paul Lyngdoh, our tourism minister. Of course, both our chief minister and our tourism minister are great musicians. So Paul had this great vision of making this into a musical street. So now I think this vision is accomplished. It has been delayed, but definitely it has happened. So once again, thank you so much, sir, for all your guidance. I'd like to thank the team from the DC office, the police, the magistrates, all the people who are involved, and of course very importantly our Director Urban Affairs and the team from Urban Affairs, the team from SMB, who have worked very hard over the last few months in particular to kind of work together with everyone to make this happen. And finally, I'd also like to thank all our wonderful street vendors who have agreed in a very consultative process after a lot of deliberation and discussion in what we call the TVC meetings, the Town Vending Committee meetings, after a great deal of effort. So everybody has agreed to move to this, just the market, the Muda market on the right, just right next to us. So thanks to everyone. We have this street. This is the musical street of Shillong, and it is open to everyone, and we hope to see this become more and more vibrant in the days to come for everyone, for the residents, for the tourists. Just here there's so many people, and from our side the promise is that this will be lively, there will be music, there will be lot of acts and all kinds of entertainment and good fun for everybody who's coming to Shillong. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and also a happy Independence Day to everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vijay.
It's indeed a pleasure to have all of you in attendance here this evening on the eve of the 79th Independence Day. I thought that I would prompt the band to start playing with "Who'll Stop the Rain," but then in time the rain did stop. It's a happy occasion, and the 3 years of continuous efforts have finally yielded fruit, and it has not been easy. The district administration, the Shillong Municipality Board, the Town Vending Committee have stood very firm to ensure that this day is made possible and that the vending zone is finally inaugurated and we could shift vendors to that zone. I could see from visuals the numerous interactions and at certain points of time it almost led to skirmishes, war of words. I think Boro should be happy that half of the abuse that he heard, he didn't understand. It's small mercy for him. But finally, at the end of it all, we emerged victorious. 79 years back, on August 14, 1947, when Jawaharlal Nehru addressed the Constituent Assembly, he spoke about India waking up to freedom at midnight. 79 years later, although on a much smaller scale, the state capital of Meghalaya, Shillong, and 9Lad in particular, also got a new lease of freedom, when we could ensure that pedestrians and road users could walk freely, breathe freely in this, the busiest commercial hub of the country, of the state. And it's a proud moment for Shillong, because whoever I have met were very cynical. They said all such initiatives, finally you guys will give up. But we have proved through our efforts that the government is ready to talk to anybody. We will be polite, we will be calm, but we will be firm. Your freedom to carry on trade anywhere should not cancel somebody else's right to use the road. I'm happy that a vast majority of our hawkers have seen sense and agreed to shift to the vending zone. And as the MC has mentioned, Shillong is not just the rock capital, in fact it is the music capital of this country. And right here, this particular space will unleash fresh talent, as we have buskers. Somebody was texting that he has started missing the sounds of hawkers shouting Ekso Ekso Doso Doso. But I can tell you that in place of Ekso and Doso, if you hear fresh, young vocalists and their music, it will sound even better. So that day has come. Once again, congratulations to the entire team that has worked in close consultation with us, with the team headed by the Honorable Chief Minister. And today, we are confident that this is just the beginning. We will ensure that Shillong becomes pedestrian friendly, Shillong becomes a hub of cultural activities, and Shillong ultimately is seen by the rest of the world as the epicenter of the arts and music. Thank you. Kublai Shibun, Mitela Jai Hind.